Hi class. So I chose communicating as a professional as the topic that I would focus on this week. I have learned that communicating in the business world is actually an important aspect because without communication, it's hard to get things across. It's hard to get understanding. And of course, this class is basically about that business communications. So I decided to use communicating as a professional. First thing, of course, we have to discuss is what does it actually mean to be a professional? And in the book, it describes professionalism is the quality of performing at a high level and conducting oneself with purpose and pride. Professionals go above and beyond to get the job done. And when I think about professionalism, I think about people in the job who see that there may be an issue that has arisen and they need to get that completed, and they don't necessarily complain or anything like that. They just make sure that the job gets done. Um, Professionalism also can be broken down into 6 traits, and that's striving to excel, being dependable and accountable, being a team player, demonstrating a sense of etiquette, making ethical decisions, and maintaining a positive outlook. When I think about these 6 traits that the book had described, I think they're all important, especially when you're trying to be professional in the business world. So how to communicate. So in the book, it describes, and it had this chart in there that kind of gives a breakdown of communications, and it flows in 3 ways, and one is downward communication, and that goes from executive to employees. When I think about that, I think about email blasts that may come from your manager or from the director of the department or the company, trying to explain a situation, changes within the company that are happening, and this usually comes from higher ups, down further down the chain. So it might start like in this that shows it might start with the president, and then it might move down to the vice president, who may move it back down to director of sales, and then goes all the way down to us, to the bottom level. And then when you think about upward communication, that comes from employees and executives, that could be the complete opposite. So it may be something that an employee recognizes that needs to be changed or needs to be fixed, and they may move that up from them to their manager to let them know of an issue that may be happening that managers don't quite get to see because they're not in the middle of it all. So they may decide to uh, reach out to upper management to let them know, hey, this is going on and it's something that needs to be addressed. If we can get that communicated to the the floor, to the department, to the vice president, to the president. I think the chart that they had in the book is the reason why I copied it and brought it over. Was a good chart to explain um, how that all works and where the how the flow can go. Also, in horizontal communication, we can talk about how that kind of goes between departments. Like it shows, like the vice president of finance might be wanting to talk to the vice president of marketing, or one supervisor may be talking to another supervisor about a situation that's going on within the department, and to get some better understanding and better communication flow going. To bring that up, I would want to talk to you about my boss, who she's excellent in her communicating skills. Um, and just recently, she had to present a presentation, but she wasn't sure about everything that she needed to go through. So she had me do some research from my level to kind of show her what needed to get done and how we could bring it all together for the people above her. So I helped her and helped communicate with her things that were going on my level, and brought it up to her so that when she did present it to the levels above her, the upper communication, it would help them to get a better understanding of where we were coming from and why we needed a change in our department. And it actually worked out, and we actually got that change. So Professional communication, like I said in the beginning, is very important for this fact because it helps go from not only from top to bottom, bottom to top, in any other direction that it needs to go. So I just want to take this opportunity to thank you all for listening to my thoughts on this, and hope you guys all have a good evening. Thank you.